Yeah, let's check out the African American Library at the Gregory School, my lord. Yeah, right now we in 4th Ward, technically, also known as Freedmanstown, my lord. You ain't never thought about it like that. Freedmantown's Gallery, my lord. Okay, Taylor, my lord. Gotta be some relation. Plantation cousin, that's what I'm talking about. Hillard Taylor was one of the first African Americans to hold political office in Houston. My lord, I might need to run. In 1871, he was appointed to serve as a Houston city alderman, Mays Gilliam, where he helped make decisions about city government. Taylor was also a member of Houston's oldest African American church, emphasis on the African, Trinity United Methodist Church. He is buried in the Olivewood Cemetery, the oldest in the city owned by African Americans. That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
One and you two, you got a build and you nine. You couldn't deal with my rhymes, how you gon' deal with my mind? They thought the realness was gone, we been here all of this time. And if you really was real, you would feel it's divine. Read the Bible and Quran, man, we wrote all the books. Read the credits on the jams, like who wrote all the hooks. We the gods and the kings, yeah, we the babes and the L's. The ancestors know we fail, but they left us a trail. Any word that I tell, you can put on the scale. Look, my Kikuyus and my Zulus eating fire like hell. We ain't scared of that hell, cause that hell don't exist. You was born to be a king, man, don't act like a bitch. You can stand tall alone, you don't need you a clique. You a grown ass man, I don't walk with a switch. Can't present me with no lick, they can't try to persuade me. And when I say bitch, no, I ain't meaning no lady. Slow down on the pine so that my focus ain't hazy. No disrespect to my babes, but girl, you know that I'm crazy. I'm a black man, yes, I'm a black man. It's the true God, I'm just stating facts, man.
Historical gems. During the time when Freedmanstown's residents were mostly African American, they provided their own recreational and other social needs. Movie theaters were popular, as were sports. Cameras were not available to most individuals, so professional African American photographers recorded events, which now provide a glimpse into the history of the community. My lord. Somebody great-grandpas, or great-great-great-grandpas, my lord, you ain't never thought about it like that. Yeah, Houston, free at last. On June 19th, 1865, about 1,000 men, women, and children in Houston, Texas learned they were free from enslavement. Freedom, however, was followed by constant struggles to seek equality and overcome discrimination for citizens labeled as colored. In spite of obstacles, people of color, now African Americans, progressed by creating their own institutions within segregated communities. That's why we need a nation. They created churches, schools, businesses, and institutions. The African American Library at Gregory School seeks to help tell the story of the survival of Houston's African American communities against incredible odds. That's what I'm talking about. African Americans purchased land in 1865. Slavery ended in Texas on June 19th, 1865, my lord. Historic Freedmen's Town commemorated. Founded on the banks of Buffalo Bayou. I'm just a bayou boy. I'm just a bayou boy. Soon after the emancipation of enslaved blacks, Freedmanstown became the center of Houston's African American community. During its heyday in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Freedmanstown featured hundreds of houses, churches, and schools, and Freedmanstown largely formed the basis for a strong and proud community identity. In addition, the neighborhood featured many businesses and institutions, including a high school, library, hospital, and newspapers. My lord. The origins of Freedmanstown. Located in Houston's 4th Ward, the original Freedmanstown settlement was founded soon after the emancipation of enslaved blacks on June 19, 1865. At the end of the Civil War in Texas, positioned west of downtown and directly south of the Buffalo Bayou, the community gradually expanded to the south and west during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Freedmanstown quickly became the economic and cultural center of Houston's African American population. Growing through the 1880s and 1890s, the neighborhood stretched from Buffalo Bayou South to Sutton Street and west from Millam and Travis Streets to Taft Street. A streetcar line was built on the west along what is now West Dallas Street, and another line ran along Andrews to present Wilson Street and north to Robin Street. Portions of the district, which included farmland, remained sparsely settled for several decades. The neighborhood changed as residents built many small wood-frame cottages, as well as a number of larger T-plane and L-plane houses. Commercial structures, including several corner grocery stores and restaurants, as well as apartment buildings and boarding houses. Historic churches such as Antioch Missionary Baptist, Good Hope Missionary Baptist, my lord. Yeah, Good Hope is time for the offering. Shiloh Missionary Baptist, St. James United Methodist, my lord, and Bethel Baptist played important roles in the community. Clergymen from the churches were among the most prominent early leaders in Freedmanstown, including Reverend Jack Gage, a Third Ward stand up, Ned P. Pullum, and Jeremiah Smith. Cultural institutions included a high school, hospital, and Carnegie Library. City growth and urban renewal later in the 20th century changed the boundaries and the character of Freedmanstown. I'm talking about, my lord, history. Fourth Ward stand up. Better known as Freedmanstown. Oh, this is the classroom boy used to be in. It's back when the teachers could beat the kids. So they was getting smacked up in there, my lord. In the spirit, lest we forget, protecting culture and traditions is paramount to preserving African American history, my lord. This exhibit is organized and based upon 7 principles associated with Kwanzaa, an annual celebration founded by Dr. Maulana Karenga. Hey, we ain't finna go into all of that, my lord. The 4 principles displayed in this gallery are faith, believing in the righteousness of our struggle. With that, cooperative economics, building and supporting our businesses, collective work and responsibility, restoring our communities, unity, harmony of family and community. My lord, they talking about Ujama, Kuji Chagalia and all of that. Yeah, Nia is my lord. Yeah, you know I knew that. Yeah, get your Swahili up. Yeah, there go that man right there, my lord. One of the greatest artists ever, John Biggers. You don't know nothing about that, but I'ma learn you. He was the founder of the art department at Texas Southern University in Houston, Texas, and internationally known as a visual artist. Biggers is best known for his murals. Many were created at the university and are still on display for students, faculty, and visitors. The Web of Life mural is on display at the University Museum located on the TSU campus in the Fairchild Building. My lord, one of the greatest. R.I.P. Yeah, Peacock Records. Peacock Records was established by Houstonian Don Roby in 1949. Roby was one of the first African Americans to own a highly successful record label in the United States. Roby's assistant, Evelyn Johnson, operated his Buffalo booking agents. His businesses were located in Houston's Fifth Ward community. You know what I'm talking about? What them boys know about the Fifth Ward. The El Dorado Ballroom, Third Ward. The El Dorado Ballroom is located in Houston's Third Ward community on Dowling Street. It was built in the late 1940s by C.A. and Anna Dupree. During the 50s and 60s, big bands from throughout America performed at the ballroom. You know what I'm talking about? The El Dog Ballroom. You know what I'm talking about? We've been jamming. I'm talking about educators. 50 years after being freed from enslavement in Texas, more than 70% of African American citizens could read and write. African American educators played a vital role in increasing literacy within their communities. Education was viewed as the beginning of the path to prosperity. Pictured are Principal W.E. Miller and the faculty of Gregory School in 1921. My lord. Yeah, Judson Robinson. You don't know nothing about that. Judson Robinson Jr. He was the first African American elected to a position in the Houston city government since Reconstruction. Judson Robinson Jr. was elected to serve on the Houston City Council in 1970. He operated a business started by his father, Judson Robinson Sr., selling real estate, insurance, and mortgages. Judson Robinson Jr. mentored numerous young people who became successful in business. My lord. Can't forget Barbara Jordan. No, I'm talking about Lightning Hopkins, King of Dowling and Holman, Joe Guitar Hughes, Howling on Dowling, Conrad Johnson and his orchestra. That's what I'm talking about, my lord. Talking about we been jamming. They don't know nothing about that. Look at my boy. On the bass. That's what I'm talking about. Blow your horn. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, my lord. See, they don't know who that is right there. I'm about to let you guess, and then I'm going to tell you. It's Johnny Guitar Watson. You don't know nothing about that, my lord. And that lightning right there. But that Johnny Guitar. Yeah, Bobby Blue man right there. You don't know nothing about that, my lord. Yeah, Solomon Ilori and his Afro drum ensemble. Yeah, talking about some Indians, man. We is African. Cut it out with the foolishness, my lord. And that's Satchmo right there, my lord. Yeah, you call him Louis Armstrong. I call him Satchmo. The Duke. They don't know nothing about that. Told you that was Johnny. The El Dorado ball. The Milton Larkin Orchestra. My lord. Gonna start me an orchestra. That's what I'm talking about. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 brothers. My lord, you ain't gonna get 13 brothers together to do nothing. Oh my lord, 13! Yeah, different times. Illinois, Jacquet. Yeah, blow your horn. Yeah, El Dorado Ballroom back in the day. This is how they used to be macking. You don't know nothing about that. Yeah, look at my man over here. I don't talk about it. She look angry, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody else having a good time.